Can a digital punching tracker get you fit? According to Fight Camp founder and former U.S. national boxing team member Tommy Duquette, absolutely. And apparently, having smart digital equipment that tracks our fitness keeps 85% of us actually working out. Let's start right at the very beginning. What is Fight Camp?
Yeah, Fight Camp is an interactive home boxing gym that you can put in your home. As of right now, we say it's the biggest boxing gym in the entire world.
Why is that?
I think, just the community that we have just spans all across the United States. Thousands of people taking workouts every single day, all across the US for now.
So talk to me about the components. It's not just a bag, it's not just some gloves, it's a
Mhm.
bunch of other things. It's an entire experience. Tell me about all the pieces.
Yeah, we keep it interesting. I would like to say that boxing is this like 3,000-year-old sport that hasn't changed in thousands of years, right? I saw a picture of a punching bag from ancient Greece recently, and you'd be surprised how much it looks like a punching bag that you'd see today, right? And with Fight Camp, we have these interactive punch trackers that we custom developed. I'm holding one of them right here. They go on your wrist and they track your hand's motion in three-dimensional space, 1,000 times per second. What we can do with that data is identify punch type, speed, punch volume, and things like that. And then we wrap it up into our program in a really gamified way. That makes it really fun. So you can imagine you're taking one of our workouts, and on screen there's a trainer leading you through a workout, and there's also other people that have taken that workout. There's a leaderboard, and your punch count is visible and your output and everything else.
I in my first workout, I had about 350 punches. I had no idea I had done that many. I also had sore hands because I hadn't punched before. But it's kind of interesting. I thought the workout, I was watching the video, I was following along with the video and doing the workout. I thought it'd be pretty easy because I'm not Olympic or anything like that, but I work out quite often, 7, 8 times a week or so. That includes some cardio, that includes weights, it includes stretching and other things like that, but it kicked my butt. It was harder than I thought it would be.
Yeah, no, boxing is a very, very difficult workout. And just to reference, how old the sport is, you think back, this is like we said, this is a sport that existed in the first ever Olympics, right? And it's performed by people who are literally, at combat with another individual. And these training methods have been refined over thousands of years. So, just there's no margin for error in a combat sport. So that's why these training methods are so effective. And, for me, particularly when I do my, particularly my burnout workouts, right? When I lead those, I burn anywhere between, I wear a heart rate strap just to check. I burn like 80 to 100 calories per round, per 3-minute round when I do those workouts, it's intense. Yeah.
80 to 100 per 3-minute round?
Yeah.
Wow.
And
When I'm
after,
doing my stair runs, I'm burning about 10 calories a minute, which would give me 30. So you're more than double that, sometimes triple that.
mm, it's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. And I got the data I'm going to send it to you so you can see.
Awesome. I want that. That's cool. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
there's something that's been going on, obviously, in the last year and a half that most of us haven't been going to gyms the way we were, right? We're not going in because of COVID, quarantine, lockdown. We just don't want to be in a gym. We don't
Yeah.
want to be in a place where other people are breathing super heavily, hard, sweating, working out. So we're bringing our gyms to home, right? But you were saying that virtual gyms or just a workout on a screen is not enough. Can you explain a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. When you have actual equipment as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think a lot of it is, people they become bought in once they have equipment, and then the workout is more effective as well. So a lot of those streaming workouts, and look, I commend the gyms for really rising to the occasion. It was a tough time for gyms, and knock on wood, I really hope that we can get back to where we were pre-COVID with the actual physical gyms, right? And that they can get business back to normal. But a lot of these streaming workouts that became prevalent. They were everywhere. For boxing in particular, I'll speak. There were, shadow boxing, right? Which is it's an okay workout, but it's not the same as now from hitting that bag. It's not the same as really digging into that bag and doing the workouts in that way. So there's that. And then there's also the technology aspect, right? The tracking. We say that, when you take a benchmark data, so whether it be the leaderboard of other people who had done the workout, or we have different components now, like versus mode. You can challenge somebody directly. So it's like you're fighting with them virtually, or you can go against yourself, your past prior benchmark. When you take that and you put it right in your face as you're working out and you compare it with your real-time output, your real-time data, that pushes you in ways that, wouldn't be possible without that tracking technology. When,
That is really cool. I wonder if you'd ever enable that for like celebrity boxers or something like that. I remember interviewing Money Mayweather one time, and we took the one stance, and I looked like an idiot, but that would be cool to kind of compare your output and punch type and speed and stuff like that.
Yeah, we might be cooking something up in that realm right now. You'll be the first to know. I'll make sure, but it's definitely something we're interested in. Our product, these punch trackers, they were actually developed first for elite athletes, and we just sold them as a pair of punch trackers. And we had Olympic teams and professional fighters using them, and that's our roots. So we
Mhm.
built this technology for elite athletes, and then sort of adapted it to the fitness market.
Well, talk about those roots because you're not just some guy off the street. What's your background?
So my background is I was on the U.S. national boxing team. I had 136 fights, national tournaments. I was qualified as the number 2 seed in the 2012 U.S. Olympic trials, and I lost on a tiebreaker to the Olympian for that year, my friend Jamel Herring, who's now world champion. He's about to fight Carl Frampton to defend his title. So good luck
Wow.
to him. I'm hoping he gets
Wow.
it. Yeah.
136 fights. That is not a small number.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that I'd rather have 136 virtual fights than actual.
Absolutely. Me too at this point. Yeah. I'm retired.
Excellent. Here's what I wanted to know yet. What are the results? What's happening when people use the program?
And so it's interesting. So people come into fight camp, as you can imagine, they say, I want this because I want to like, get in shape or burn fat or get lean or something like that. And then once we have them for a month, 2 months, 3 months, that language starts to change and people start to say things like, I feel so much stronger and I want to feel even stronger. Or wow, like I can throw a jab now and I want to get better at boxing, or I want my numbers to go up. I want my output to go up. So that's definitely one of the transformations we see is people start to become a little bit more in tune with boxing culture and it becomes part of their identity. And there have been some amazing success stories. I'd like to highlight actually 2 of them. One of which I won't reveal this customer's name, but she got fight camp, in the summer, I believe, early summer, late spring of 2020. And then, unfortunately, came down. She got COVID, right? And it was a tough battle for her. And she wrote this heartfelt thing on the community after she got through it, where she said, "My doctor said if I didn't adopt fitness at that point in time, I might not have made it." Right.
Wow.
So definitely helping people adopt a healthier lifestyle has been something that we take a lot of pride in, myself and my co-founders. That's one of the stories that I think is amazing. Another one, the one that I personally love, is a young man named Brody from Atlanta, Georgia. He was 11 years old. His dad bought him the fight camp so that they could work out together at home, just something that they could do, challenge each other on the leaderboard, that kind of thing. And Brody just was a natural, right? He's dedicated. He's a hardworking kid. So he went in every single day. His dad said he wouldn't know where the kid was, and he'd go in the garage and see him doing fight camp. And he's studying all the videos, doing all the workouts. And then the dad posted a video on social media of him hitting the bag. And myself and the other trainers and my co-founder Khalil, we saw this. We were, oh my God, like this kid is amazing. I told the dad, I said, I think if he sticks with this, like he could really do this. So then they go and they find a boxing gym. And about 2 months ago, he had his first ever competitive amateur fight. He won by first round knockout. And this kid,
Wow.
yeah, yeah. And that's one of the things that's unique to fight camp too, right? Is that it's actually teaching you a skill as you do the program.
I never heard a story like that from a spinning class.
Yeah, I don't think you will. But a great workout in and of itself. But yeah, just fundamentally different.
Very, very interesting. I was almost going to ask, I had in the back of my mind to ask, does this have real world applicability for self-defense and other things like that? And, obviously there's going to be some component of it that it does because you're practicing a motion that you may need to use at some point, but that's clearly not the intent. It's a workout, right? But it's nice to know that there is some real world, value to it as well if you ever need that.
If 2020 has taught us anything, it's that it doesn't hurt to know how to throw a good punch, right? Um, and a lot of people say that they say, is there any real world applicability? And I'll say, look, if you want to box competitively, you got to find a gym, you got to do some sparring, have a certified coach watching over at you as you spar and everything. But for me, as a competitive fighter, I learned a lot through video as well. Probably 40% of everything that I would apply in the ring, I'd be studying video saying, man, that move looked cool. Like, I want to try that. And then I'd go and practice it until I mastered it. So
Mhm.
there's a lot you can do with video, and just look at the education space right now, right? And how everything's shifting online the way that it has. I think it's totally viable to be able to learn skills through video in that way. Yeah.
Very, very interesting. Well, thank you so much for taking a little bit of time, Tommy. Do appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much. You're gonna keep working out with us?
I am.
I have a new 6 rounder for you. It was uploaded this week. 6 round burnout workout. That has your name on it.
Oh, we'll see. 6 is a lot. We'll see. Thanks so much.